Hello and welcome to The Real Hernando, presented to you by Wesley Meadows Retirement Community and produced by SRP Studios Podcasting. This podcast spotlights Hernando, Mississippi's businesses, organizations, and community leaders. You will learn more about what each business or organization provides and get to know the person behind it all. Please follow us at therealhernando.com for all channels and social media platforms. Now, a word from our sponsor. Each day at Wesley Meadows is a new opportunity to serve older adults and reimagine retirement living. It is the heart of their mission that inspires their team to provide the kind of fun atmosphere and care residents would want for themselves. Experience the warm spirit and faith-based difference of Wesley Meadows. Call 662-429-2070 and schedule your visit today. Welcome back. I'm your host, Derek, and today we are spotlighting Tea and Tisanes.
Correct.
Enjoy their traditional tea service in their festive and cozy tea room. That was Kelly Everett you just heard there, by the way. All of their tea and tisanes are blended with the highest quality, fresh, organic, and or locally sourced herbs, fruits, and flowers. No artificial or misleading natural ingredients added. And they use only spring or distilled water for their infusions. They also serve soups, salads, and sandwiches in-house or to go, and they cater off-site and host private events at their location, including their beautiful patio. And if you could, please check out their website. It is www.teandtisanes.us. And Tisanes is Tisanes. And yes, I had to ask if I'm pronouncing it correctly. Mm-hmm. It is Tisanes or Tisanes. We'll figure that out. All right. Finally, here we go. Miss Kelly Everett, owner, is joining me today. How are you doing, Kelly?
Good. How are you?
We got through it, didn't we?
Yeah.
I barely make it every time. Skin of my teeth, but we're here now.
It sounds familiar.
So, yeah, we're here to talk about Tea and Tisanes, and we're also here to talk about you. What I like to do on the front end is right out of the gate, let's start educating the community on what the store is and what it provides and how it works. And then I want to hear your entrepreneurial story because I'm sure it's been easy, right?
Right. Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's just all like balloons flying.
Bunny rabbits and unicorns.
That's right. Just easy, simple, easy peasy, no stress, sleeping great every night.
Right.
All right. Well, tell us more about Tea and Tisanes.
So tea, technically all tea, comes from one plant, the Camellia sinensis.
Okay.
It's grown in China and in India. And there's an argument between who came up with the first tea beverage.
Yeah. There's no real way to know.
There's no real way to know, but it goes back a long time. It was grown. And so all tea comes from that plant. There's two varieties, the one in India and the one in China, and they all contain caffeine. So all tea technically is made from one plant and contains caffeine. Mm-hmm. So anything else, anything that's made with flowers, roots, fruits, leaves, anything like that is a tisane. So anything that does not have the tea leaf is not technically a tea. Okay. So it would be considered a tisane.
So would the non-caffeinated tea be a tisane?
Well, I mean, I guess there is decaf tea that where they take the caffeine out of the plant. I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, but there's still probably a small level of caffeine.
Yeah.
I know decaffeinated coffee isn't 100% caffeine free.
Right.
It's one of those things, yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, they would take that. But tisane really is an herbal drink. It's an herbal medicinal remedy.
I didn't know that word existed until I saw your store on the side of the.
Well, you must not watch Poirot then, because he mentions tisane a couple of times in his film. But it is kind of an older word. But I came across it when I was looking for a name to call my tea shop, and I wanted to mix the whole tea and tea party and tea experience with the whole medicinal side of things, because I've been interested in plant medicine, for decades, since I was in college. And so I was doing all my research and buying books, and I think the first book I bought was called Teas and tisanes. And so I got that book and I read it and I was like, yeah, this is making sense. So that's where I got the name tea and tisanes.
Okay.
And a little bit of research into tisanes. It comes from the Greek word tisane with a P in front of it, and it meant a barley drink. And the French took it from there, tisane, which means a medicinal remedy.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Look at you coming here speaking French.
Or tisanes if you're Spanish.
Tisanes. All right, well, when were you researching this? Because clearly there's a journey where you're learning more about it to opening up a store. And I want to bridge the gap there. So when you started looking into this and getting very interested in tea, was it because you wanted to eventually have a store, or at the time you were just fascinated by it and learning more about tea because you enjoy it?
Well, I initially wanted to open an herb store.
Okay.
But this was, 30 years ago. I was very into herbs, herb remedies, herb tinctures and salves. There was a really cool store in Albuquerque, New Mexico that I used to go to all the time. And I just got very interested in learning about all the properties of plants and how they affect the body. So that was something that I really wanted to do for a long time. And, think life comes and goes. But I've been in the restaurant business off and on also. And I also own a catering company in Memphis. And so I've been in the food industry for a long time. But my mom was taking my daughter to tea in North Carolina. And I would hear all these stories about tea and how fun it was. And then COVID hit and they weren't able to go to the place to have tea. So they did their own little tea party at my mom's house, and they made all the, the little mini treats and scones and whatnot. And I heard about that. And then after COVID, I was able to go and visit, and I was able to go to the tea place that my mom was taking my daughter. And I just loved it so much. I just fell in love with the whole idea. Yeah. And that's really when it just clicked. I said, this is what I want to do. And I didn't even really know yet how I was going to marry that with the herbal side of things.
Okay.
But when I saw the tea room, I was like, this is my next foray.
Because you're creating a place for community as well.
Yeah.
It's much like Coffee Central, a coffee shop.
Yeah.
People go there to work, meet, business meetings. I've done it.
Yeah.
So a tea shop. Bring it's for people to join together,
absolutely,
and talk and have a tea party, right?
And I mean, that's what having tea is, is a social thing. I mean, but you also great for sitting in a big comfy chair and
just relaxing.
We have Wi-Fi. You can read a book. We play games.
So when someone walks into the store, what do they see? What should they expect?
Well, mostly in the front now we have, dining tables, because we don't just offer the traditional tea service, which is, the 3-tiered level with your scones and your finger sandwiches and all your mini desserts. We offer that, but we also offer lunch, which is served until 6 o'clock at night. And we also do Sunday brunch. So
okay, what's the Sunday brunch?
Well, we have a really good Sunday brunch.
What's on the menu?
So it's getting ready to change a little bit, but we're going to do low country shrimp and grits. We have eggs Benedict. We have egg sardou, which is really good with a spinach and artichoke mix. So good. We do quiche Lorraine, Mediterranean omelet with a smoked tomato puree, yogurt, granola. Yeah, fresh fruit.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
How many different teas do you have? How does it work when you come in and want to order a tea? What are the different levels and different flavors and everything?
So we have every kind of tea that you could possibly want, pretty much. I mean, any kind of black tea, whether it's Earl Grey, Irish breakfast, English breakfast. We have green tea, oolong, yellow, white. We have all kinds of regular tea that's made from the tea leaf. And then every day we make fresh tisanes. So I always have hibiscus rose. I always have blueberry lavender. Those are very popular. And then we make assorted ones out throughout the week. We do a chai peach. We do a nectarine of the goddess made with nectarine and dragon fruit. We do plum pudding that is really delicious.
Interesting.
Yeah, we do a kiwi ginger pear. So yeah, we get creative with the fruits that are in season and what we have. And
Okay.
Yeah.
Where do you source your fruit from?
well, we try to get as much as we can from the farmers market. but
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what you can.
Yeah, as much as we can, for sure.
Where does chamomile fit into all this? That's the only other tea I really know of. Chamomile tea, right?
So it's not really technically a tea.
Okay.
It's a tisane. It's an herb. It's a flower.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you serve that?
Sure.
Certainly, of
Yeah.
course. Silly question, Derek.
We also have we do tea in bulk, but we also do herbs. So we have lavender, chamomile. I mean, we have a pretty good selection of specifically medicinal herbs to make tea with. So
And you have a cool patio.
we do, and surprisingly though, and I knew this going in. I said that is a great space, and I love redecorating it, and I'm getting ready.
Looks awesome.
Yeah, I'm getting
And
ready.
you, and
to
you
put
can
some,
see it from the street. When you drive
Yeah.
by, it's very noticeable.
Yeah, but and I knew this going in, is we don't have really conducive weather to sitting outside. It's either too hot or too cold or raining.
The store is located at, what's the address?
2353 Highway 51 South.
Okay, yeah.
Suite 2.
It's across the street from Side Alley Gifts and next door to Fratello's.
Next door to Fratello's, yeah.
TN
To Sains.
I knew I was going to do this. tntosains.ms@gmail.com.
Yes.
And then have the phone number that's on the Facebook. You want me to throw that out there?
Yeah, but I get in trouble a little bit with my phone. I have to be honest. People give me a hard time, and I have upset a couple of people. It's only me. I mean, I have people that work for me, but I don't have a big crew.
Yeah.
And I have one phone, and it's the phone that plays music for the customers. And when I play music on the phone, I cannot hear it ring.
Yeah.
And even if I could, I don't have an extra person that is just there to answer the phone. If we're either working or cooking or preparing, and so I'm not great at answering the phone. And I apologize to everyone out there.
I have a solution to those watching and listening. Just go to the store. Just walk in.
I try to be good about texting, like people can text, but if people are trying to get in touch with me urgently, it's.
But that's part of the charm of being a small business, right? Right, there's only so much you can do.
Yeah, and I'm not. I mean, as much as I try, I'm not perfect. And I can only do so much. Texting is good, and RSVPing on my website is also an excellent way to get in touch with me.
So 662-532-2775. But go walk in, go check it out, get you a cup. All right, and then hours of operation. I have here Wednesday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
Yes.
And Sunday brunch, 10 to 4.
Yes.
Very good. So, you got a few days off in the week to kind of reset.
I tried to be open every day in the beginning, and I almost had a nervous breakdown. So not really, but it was too much. It was too much.
Yeah, you gotta balance your life out.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, well, let's talk about now what made you want to eventually open up this specific store. Now, you mentioned you still own a catering company.
Yeah, yes, I do.
Was that sort of a bridge to wanting to start another business?
Well, I just I knew it wasn't the last thing that I was going to be doing. Yeah. I knew there was going to be something else, but I didn't know what it was. Mm-hmm. So I was just open to suggestions from the universe.
Yeah. So when did you open?
In June.
June of 2024. Yeah. We're sitting here in November.
Yeah.
So you are just a baby business in town. And what was that experience like? It was easy, right? Told you we keep it goofy.
It's I mean, I didn't expect it to be easy. Yeah. Right. I knew what I was getting into. Mm-hmm. I mean, like I said, I've been in the restaurant business for 40 years, so I know.
When you say that, were you a manager or did you own restaurants?
I've never owned a restaurant. I've done everything in a restaurant, from dishwashing to cooking to bartending, hostessing. So I'm managing. And it's a lot of work.
You know the environment.
I know the environment, but I also know that being an owner is completely different because, you are there. You have to be married to that. And so it does take a lot of time, but it's really been fun because I get to do so many things that I get to incorporate so many different things into it. It's not just about, schlepping food.
Yeah.
Or tea.
Because you're also the face of it. You're part of the social aspect of your store, right?
Yeah.
What was your search like in terms of space? Were you able to find this space pretty quickly, or was the search months and months and months before finding the right spot?
Well, there's not much to choose from here in Hernando. And I really, really wanted to be in Hernando. I mean, I live in Hernando. I really wanted to be close to the shop. So that was really important to me. And there just isn't a lot of space available. So when I saw this was coming up, I wasn't really ready. I didn't have it all together. I didn't have a business plan. I didn't have all the inventory, but I saw the space was available.
You got to jump on it.
And I just felt like it was the right time. It was the time to do it. So
from the day you signed the lease to opening the door, how long did it take you to build out and get everything set up?
I think it was just a month, maybe.
It's not bad.
Yeah, I think we did it in a month.
You put in some hours.
We didn't have to do too much, though. We didn't have to do any major construction or reconstruction. I mean, just a paint job, pretty much.
Okay, not a full rebuild.
Yeah, no.
No one has had the patio looking as good as you, though. Tell you that. It looks great.
Well, it's going to look better here soon because I'm working on it.
You need some live entertainment out there too, but
I know.
There's some complaints out there.
Yeah,
noise ordinances.
My poor neighbors.
Yeah, Fratellos.
Yeah. So I have had live music out there. I have. I was having every Sunday, but that got to be too much. So on the last Sunday now of every month, and hopefully this is going to happen on the Sunday after Thanksgiving, but I have to confirm, so don't hold me to it. But there's 3 guys from the Hernando High School band who come and play jazz, and they're really spectacular. They're so much fun. But again, I mean, there was only one Sunday that they could actually play outside that wasn't too hot or wasn't raining. Yeah. So, but they'll be back, I hope, the Sunday after Thanksgiving to play again, and they're fantastic. They're so talented. And I really I've had there's another young lady that I've had come and sing and play the guitar. I want to support local musicians. There's just been a couple of other guys that I've known that have come and played. Andy Ratliff and Paul Milliken. Yeah, he's come and played. But it's just it's hard. It's hard to get people to commit to coming, and it's not a late night venue. So,
but having that little jazz music in the background, some smooth acoustic music, that fits perfectly.
It does.
Yeah. You're not gonna have issues with volume.
No,
you won't.
Not late at night. Yeah. So if it's loud, it's gonna be early.
Yeah. So events.
So our biggest thing is Tea Tasting Tuesdays. That's on the last Tuesday of every month. We highlight a different culture and explore that culture through their tea ceremony. So we've done India, which was so much fun. We did Japan when we made little origami. Native American tea tasting is coming up on this Tuesday, the 26th. We'll be tasting Navajo tea, tasting Navajo fry bread, and making dream catchers.
At what time on the 26th?
On the 6 o'clock.
PM?
Yes.
Okay,
PM.
so this episode is publishing on the 26th.
Oh, okay.
So if you're listening in the morning of the 26th, walking your dog, drinking your coffee, you know where to go at 6 p.m. Yeah. Get there today. Do it. If you're listening to this on the 27th, sorry. Go next time.
You'll be. That's the day before Thanksgiving, so people will be preparing turkey probably.
Yeah, for sure. What are some of the other things you do?
We host mahjong game night, which is very popular.
Really?
So are you familiar with mahjong? Me neither. I don't know anything about it. But we had a class last night. This lovely lady, Natalie, came and taught 16 women. So we have a beginner's night lesson, and then we have a game night, which will be on this Thursday, and it's so popular. I can't really tell you much about the game, but it's been around for a long time, and it's fun. That's all I know.
Is it like a board game, a card game?
Is a board and tiles.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Some big betting wagers on this thing?
Yeah.
No, I was kidding.
Tea bags.
That's awesome. I'll give you 3 tea bags for that bet. No. Is there anything else we're missing as far as events?
Well, we tried yoga, but that didn't really work too well. It was, again, too hot outside. We tried book club, but the book series we were reading was not too much in depth. There wasn't much to talk about. It was a great book, though. It's fun. A murder mystery series set in a tea room in Charleston, South Carolina. But I hope to bring that back maybe in the new year.
So when the group got together, the conversation kind of went by quickly.
Yeah, and it was more fun just hanging out and eating and enjoying each other's company. And we'll do it again. But it would be fun to have a book to read.
That's really what it's all about.
It really
right?
is.
Yeah.
It really is. It's really not about the book.
Yeah.
And then
okay,
we also
yes, please.
and we have a lot going on, but we do herb. We have an herb class once a month. Right now we're doing Herbs 101. In January we will do culinary herbs and their medicinal and practical uses. So I'm looking forward to that. We do all kinds of crafts. We've done jewelry making, wreath making, book making.
Wow.
So yeah, we like to keep busy and have fun and.
On a marketing level, it's bringing in foot traffic, right? Is that why it's important to do these events to get people through the door?
It's not so much. Well, I think it's more about community and learning and having fun and doing something with your time that,
If you just sat there with your doors open and just waited for business to come in, that's one thing.
Right.
But the fact that you're doing all of these events is definitely helping spread the word too, right?
Yeah. And I'm interested in stuff.
Yeah.
I like to learn new things all the time, and I'm crafty. I like to make stuff out of other stuff. So I like to keep busy.
There are people out there that are interested in these things as well.
Yeah.
And you're the only one offering this in Hernando.
As far as the herbs go, and the tea goes, yeah.
Of course, we have coffee taken care of.
Oh
here.
yeah, coffee's taken care of. Yeah.
But well, that's excellent. I saw something on your website about employment opportunities. Are you still hiring? Where are you sitting with that?
Not at the moment. I just I have a great crew, and they're almost all kids from Hernando High School, juniors mostly. And our busiest days are on the weekends, so I have a pretty good crew. And a couple of other people that work, but so I'm pretty good right now. I'd love to say that yes, I need to hire more people because I'm so busy, but hopefully that will pick up too.
So where are you from originally?
New Orleans.
Oh, okay. I was just there several months ago. Me and my girlfriend took the train down.
Oh, okay. Oh, fun. Where did you catch the train? In Memphis.
Memphis. Yeah, and then
and how long was that ride?
Oh gosh. A while, a lot of stops.
A lot of stops.
I would say 8 hours.
Oh, okay. But it was probably fun.
It was a blast.
Yeah.
Train was fun. It was a new experience. I'd never done it before. But New Orleans is great. And we only stayed for a few days, and we're not the type to try to pack in a ton of stuff. We kind of just play it by ear. It was a good time, though.
Did you eat well?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's what it is all about.
I got me a nice muffaletta someplace. Of course, you go to Cafe Du Monde for some beignets.
Right.
You got to do that.
Right.
It was a good time. It's such a cool city.
It really is. I mean, the food, though.
Yeah.
The food.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's the best reason to go.
Yeah, and I don't like seafood.
Oh no.
And I'm from Maine.
Okay.
Right. So I know New Orleans cuisine is a lot of Cajun seafood and stuff.
A lot of seafood.
But you still have
no oysters on the half shell for you.
No, God, no. Oh man, no. But and muffaletta is delicious, and there's other things. Boudin. Is that Boudin? Boudin. Yeah. Well, how long? What brought you to Mississippi?
I came to Memphis State
Oh, okay.
From back, so that's definitely dating myself, right? So after high school in '84, I moved to Memphis and started college in Memphis.
Okay.
And then I left for decades, and I had moved to Nicaragua. That's where my husband is from, and we're living down there. And we're coming back to the States, and I just didn't know where to go. I just couldn't decide. I have lived in a lot of different places in California and Chicago and North Carolina, and I just didn't know where to go. But Memphis, I had a BF in Memphis, best friend, and she's like, come back here. So we did. We moved to Memphis, and we were there for 3 years, and just ready to get out of the city. We just couldn't stand it.
No.
And so we were looking around and happened to find here in Hernando. And it's funny because...
Did you know about Hernando?
I did, because when I lived here 30 years ago, I had a friend who in Memphis, whose family was from Hernando, and we used to come to visit her family, her grandparents, and
It's changed a little.
It was a day trip. It was a day trip to come down here. You know, it wasn't like today where it's just 20 minutes from south of Memphis.
Yeah,
so
it's changed a bit, hasn't it?
Yeah,
since then.
Yeah, quite a bit.
But so then you decided, let's try Hernando.
Well, it just happened. We found a house, and it was right before COVID hit, or right as COVID was hitting. So we just got in at the right time. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah.
We're happy to have you.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the city. I don't know if you noticed.
Me too. We love it. We're so happy to be here.
Yeah. And then, so you were here in 2020, and then now 3.5 years later, you're opening a store.
Well, let's see. Yeah, it's been a little bit over 4 years.
Okay.
And I was pretty much a homebody of homeschooling, gardening. I didn't get out much. And so, this is a big change. But
So you have a catering business too, right?
Yes.
So tell us a little more about that.
Well, it's mostly corporate catering.
Okay.
And I specifically focus on breakfast, but I've done everything. I mean, I've done weddings. I do business lunches.
And you just work out of your home? You prepare
Well, no,
home?
I rent a kitchen. Well,
Okay.
I did rent a kitchen in Memphis, but now I have the space here. So
There you go.
Yeah.
So you're saving a lot of money on that.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
cool.
Yeah,
Well,
and
good
I
deal.
hope to do more catering here in Hernando because I love that whole aspect of party planning and
And it fits in well with what you're doing now with Tea and Tissanes.
Yeah.
Are we missing anything?
Well, I just don't want people to be. I just didn't want to be limited by the tea and Tissanes menu because I do a lot of different types of catering.
Yeah, and people need to go see the store.
Yeah, they need to come in.
Yeah, I'd love. I need to.
Yeah.
I got to walk the walk here.
That's
I got to come
right.
in and get some tea and some crumpets or whatever.
No crumpets.
No
scones.
I love a good scone.
Yeah, scones. Our scones are really good. We do make them with organic flour, and I think it makes a big difference. And
What different flavors do you have?
well, we mostly do it the vanilla scone, but it's the toppings that we change out. So I have a blueberry, lavender, almond topping, or a cinnamon, cream cheese, sugar topping.
Do you do anything that involves lemon?
Yes.
Okay.
Lots of lemon.
Put my name on it.
Okay. You like lemon.
I love
okay.
lemon. Yeah. It's nice meeting you.
You too. You
And,
too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I got to get over there. I got to see the
Please do.
place, and I'm going to hang out on the patio. I'm like, you know what? I don't care what this weather is like. I like this patio.
Even if it's raining?
No, probably not.
Not if it's raining.
Well, again, let's what's the address again?
2353 Highway 51 South.
In Hernando.
In Hernando.
tandtissanes.ms@gmail.com. So they can email you.
Email me, or the website is tandtissanes.us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Check it out, everybody. Before we say goodbye, first, I want to thank you all for watching, listening. If you made it this far, congratulations. We're very happy for you. TheRealHernando.com is your one-stop shop for this podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All the links are on that website, plus our entire catalog of every episode we've ever published is on the archive page. Again, thank you to Wesley Meadows and all of our wonderful sponsors for helping fuel this mission for us. And Tea and Tissanes, tandtissanes.us.
Yes.
All right. Kelly, nice meeting you. Thanks for being here. Yes.
Thank you.
Nice handshake. And again, to all of you watching and listening, thanks for hanging out. Bye.